What is up, guys? Andy, Forestine Runner here, and welcome back to the season finale. Yes, the season finale of the Creators Spotlight series, and what a fantastic series it's been. It's been an absolute pleasure to be showcasing other running YouTubers on this channel for you guys to go and support. And this week we are finishing with a cracker, but do not panic. There will be another series coming later on in the year. I wanted to get this initial batch out there, see how you guys enjoyed it. You guys have been flooding in with your support onto the other channels, which is exactly the purpose of this, and I hope you do the same on this finale. We are finishing off with my good friend Ian from Tyres And Trainers, who is only 20 minutes down the road from me in Ross on Wye. Ian is currently training for Ironman Wales. Bearing in mind, in my big weeks at the moment, I'm putting in about 7.5 hours of training. Ian is putting in around about 11 and a half of 3 different disciplines, obviously running, cycling and swimming. He is a machine and he is only just getting started. So without further ado, I'm going to hand you over to Ian. Ian's link for his channel is in the description below. Make sure you head over and support his channel once you've watched this video, and I'll hand you over.
Hello, my name's Ian and my channel is Tyres And Trainers, and for those of you who know my channel already, you will recognise the Shed of Dreams. I'm in the Shed of Dreams at the moment. This is where I seem to spend a lot of my time at the moment. I thought I would do the video here, it kind of makes sense. Before I go into what Tyres And Trainers is all about, I thought I'd just start by saying a massive thank you to Andy, Forestine Runner, for allowing me some time on his channel. I think that what Andy's doing in Creator Spotlight is fantastic. There are an awful lot of running YouTubers out there, and Andy is incredibly generous by allowing some time on his channel to just kind of expand people's audiences. It's very generous, and it's really kind of community spirited to share and to put the spotlight on other people. I love that. I think it's a great kind of a great idea. And Andy's channel is excellent. I've been supporting him for I've been a follower of Andy for quite a few years. I live very locally to him, which is great. I've had the privilege of running with him a couple of times, and he's as nice and in person as he is on screen, which is kind of annoying almost. Anyway, thank you very much, Andy. I really do appreciate it, and I'm probably speaking for a larger part of the running YouTube community when I say that. Right, Tyres And Trainers. I'll tell you the story of it really, and then you can decide whether or not you find what I'm saying interesting. So my YouTube journey started a number of years ago. I was given a GoPro 4 as a present, and I took it out and I was doing some mountain biking videos. They weren't getting any views apart from me and probably my family. I think if you look at my early videos, you'll see why they were pretty rubbish. They were all they were very shaky, and the editing was a bit rubbish, to be honest. I was using GoPro's own software, and I never found it particularly good. My laptop was rubbish, and I've got a load of excuses that I can wheel out if you want me to. But basically, the videos were a bit shonky, and I just kind of lost interest. I was taking my camera out a lot, but I wasn't really taking the time to edit. I hadn't learned to love that kind of editing process, so I didn't really do anything with the channel after that for a little while, and then I heard about this challenge by Alzheimer's Research UK called Running Down Dementia. So what I decided to do was take part in that. Now the challenge was to run 100 kilometers over the summer period, and I came to the challenge very late. I kind of found out about it in August, and I didn't really have the fitness to run 100 kilometers in one go. So what I thought I'd do is run 10k a day for 10 days, and I called it the 10 for 10 challenge. My father, I lost my dad to dementia, so Alzheimer's is kind of played a very big part in my life, and the reason for I decided to use YouTube as a platform to show my journey, to show the impact that Alzheimer's has had on my family, how it impacted my dad, and obviously I wanted to raise money and I wanted to raise awareness. Those videos were brilliant. I loved the process, and by the end of that 10-day period I'd raised about £1,000 for Alzheimer's research, and I loved the fact that I had that kind of power. I mean, £1,000 isn't a massive amount, but over the course of a week I was proud of what I did, and it was kind of cathartic really. It gave me the opportunity to speak about the impacts of it, and it was a little bit like free. I would say it was like free counselling, if I'm honest. But I had a massive connection. Now on YouTube, the videos didn't get a massive number of views. There was no real commenting on YouTube, but I was linking the videos onto my Facebook profile, and through Facebook I got a massive amount of response. And that's probably my pinnacle. I probably won't do anything better than that, if I'm honest, because I was able to raise awareness of a pretty horrendous disease and get people talking about it. Alzheimer's 10 for 10 kind of finished, and again I just kind of got the bug really. I just started to find it really enjoyable to run and to talk to a camera, and so I just carried on with that journey, and the videos kind of improved maybe from there. I started getting a few more subscribers, and at the time my channel was just IJ Beds, which is kind of like my social media tag. I decided that because I've always been a cyclist and I've always been a runner, and in a previous life I've done triathlon. I didn't really want to call it something running, I didn't want to call it something cycling, because I felt that would limit me as a creator. So I decided on Tyres And Trainers. It just kind of, it came to me one day, and I kind of liked it. And it allows me the freedom to create the videos which are kind of most desirable at the time, I guess. So if you come and have a look at my videos, you will see a mix of cycling. You'll see a mix of cycling and running videos. I probably enjoy doing running videos more. Cycling is a bit more is faster paced, and yeah, I just find it easier and more enjoyable to do a running video. 2018, I decided to sign up to do an Ironman triathlon. And really since probably August of 18, that's where the channel's focus has been. I've toyed with the idea of changing the name to Goggles, Tyres and Trainers, but I think that that's probably pushing it a little bit too much, and I kind of like the branding that I've got now. So if you come and have a look at the videos now that I'm creating, it's all about the preparations for me to compete. I'm not competing, I'm completing hopefully the Ironman Wales race in September of 2019, and that's really that's what I'm doing. I've got a coach, TMR coaching. Doug is coaching me to prepare for Ironman Wales. It's a massive event. I've done triathlon before, and I was all right actually, going back quite a few years, but I've not done it for quite a while. So something as big as an Ironman, I wanted to have a bit of coaching. I wanted to do it properly. So come and have a look at my channel, and you'll see kind of a mix of weekly training diaries, some reviews if I feel they're worthwhile and they're kind of value adding, and then just like the story of me really. I'm not a great runner, I'm not a great cyclist, but I do enjoy it, and I love sharing that. I love sharing my passion with others. So that's really the basis of my videos, I think, is I'm a student, I guess. I'm a student of life, and a student of triathlon and cycling and running and swimming individually. So I don't proclaim to know everything. It's very unlikely you'll see a tutorial on my channel. I'm not a coach, I'm not a nutritionist. I'm just a bloke that's learning as he goes. So I try and approach everything with that honesty. Anyway, I'm wittering as I always do. That's me. There's nothing really more to say. I hope you found something of what I've said interesting, and I really would love to see maybe one or two of you pop along and say hello on Tyres and Trainers. Anyway, thank you once again to Andy, and I will see you all again soon. Cheers, guys.
So there we go, guys. That is Ian's channel for you. Make sure, as I said, you head over, click the link in the description for Ian's channel. Go and hit that subscribe button and support him. And then massive thank you once again to each and every one of you for supporting me along with this series. It's been fantastic to showcase these other spotlights, these other creators on this spotlight series, and I cannot wait to be bringing it back later in the year. So that's it from me. If you enjoyed this video, please do give it a like. Of course, share it with your friends, and do consider subscribing to the channel for weekly running content. And I will see you next time. Until then.